We have watched that front line for 4 years. We have seen it reach Stalingrad, hesitate. We have marveled at the heroic defense of that great city. We have watched with admiration as that line has been pushed back to Poland, has crossed the Polish border, back, ever nearer to Germany. We have been proud of our Russian allies. But what is happening behind that line? Just think for a moment of the terrible suffering the German invader has brought, of the 5 million wounded, the sick, the maimed, the homeless women and children, hungry and alone. To these, the Red Cross has been bringing succor and comfort, medical supplies, clothing, sympathy in a practical form to help maimed Russia heal her wounds. 36 vast consignments costing nearly £6 million have been sent to Russia by the Red Cross and St. John.
Doing the enemy's job for him. Used to have incendiaries to deal with, you put them out. Do the city's new methods, just as we beat the Blitz. Here, Hitler is making his last desperate effort to do Britain as much damage as he can. But not...
In the early days of the war, every piece of equipment and every shell counted for a great deal. Many gallant lives were lost in those days because we hadn't the means or the proper equipment to fight with. Now, thanks to you and your splendid efforts in production, we, your men, your fathers, your husbands and your brothers are fighting the enemy with all the stuff we want. It is my policy and that of my generals to give the man who has to do the actual fighting everything he wants for the job, and I'm sure you'll agree with that. We may get all the honor and glory for our victories, but you get the love, admiration and gratitude of your men out here for making those victories possible. 1944 will probably prove conclusive, and therefore do not only keep it up, but step it up, and then we will march forward to the final victory together.
In the past 4 years continues as great as ever before. As the wife of a sailor who spent the first 2 years of the war at sea in small ships and largely under exposed conditions, I know well how much these garments mean to the men in the Navy, and how they have assisted in easing their lot when weather conditions have been almost unbearable. If you can help by forming a knitting party of 6 or 8 or join do for the Navy.
Last year, the Red Cross in St. John received hundreds of thousands of letters. Letters from prisoners of war, from their relatives, from members of the fighting forces, from the wounded, people wishing to trace missing loved ones or to send messages to relatives in enemy-occupied countries, letters of appreciation and gratitude. Here is a letter from a nursing sister in a hospital ship. Since we've been on this job, we have found the Red Cross absolutely invaluable. We have contacted them continually and have had endless things from them. Winter clothing has been an enormous asset, and also the survivors' bags. Men coming straight to us from the front line have literally nothing, not even a toothbrush generally, and the poor chaps we fish out of the water, of course, have nothing. The articles in these bags are an immense comfort. Also, the helpless case jackets, the crutches, stump cushions, bandages, socks, pullovers, scarves, and so on are a boon. The Red Cross in St. John is...
Hello, Mother.
Hello, son. How are you?
Gee, it's good to see you again. I was only just thinking that you haven't missed one visiting day since I've been back in England.
I've only the Red Cross to thank for that, son. They've helped me all the time, and they were marvellous when you were so ill in hospital. They arranged everything for my visits, and even met me at the station and took me across London.
Do you know, Mother, it's really amazing just what the Red Cross does do. Running more than 200 convalescent homes like this is just one of their many jobs, and you can see how much they do for us.
Over there, they're playing clock golf, and beyond that are the tennis courts.
Then, if they want more strenuous exercise, there are organized games and PT.
And this is rather interesting too, Mother.
You know how often one gets depressed in the early days of convalescence? Well, to overcome this and keep the men busy and interested, they're encouraged to do things like weaving and basket work. The nurses and the whole staff are wonderful. We're just like one big family.
Let's all ante up into the kitty.
Wysiony, hałczejszą, ekonomcie dla pobiedy.
L'épargne, c'est la victoire.
Oddajmy wszystko dla zwycięstwa.
Wszystkie a zwyciężymy.
In any language, that means save for victory.
Nothing he can do is going to stop us from making the arms to finish him off. We should...
Besiege Malta by submarine. You happen to go by parachute or submarine. All you do is to hand over...
They didn't hold back.
The war is not over yet. Not over in many and many a home. Let us not forget. Let us not spend and make merry while our boys still face danger. Let us work and save till they come home. And after. Let us work and save to make...
But with the war in the European theatre nearing its final stage, 1944 goes out and takes with it that dreaded swastika. The year that has seen the Hun beaten, driven back to his own territory. It has seen the liberation of many towns and countries. It has revealed Nazism in its true character. For like the rats that they are, when cornered, they have unleashed scientific monstrosities against the civilian population of this country. They had hoped to break the morale of the Britisher. The advent of 1945 is far more than the birth of just another year. It is the dawn of a new era. But when victory is finally won, we must not relax, for a new world has to be shaped. We must make every effort to win the peace, and so make it possible for those who have earned this victory.
Their efforts will be rewarded with a true and lasting peace. A Merry Christmas to you all.